Yo, so look, I know we just started, y'all. I don't know if we're late the news, but Nathan Wade has text that released with a relationship that includes him and Fani Willis. So we're about to react to that. And this is a new rabbit hole we're diving down, and we're just trying to educate ourselves. Please don't bash us in the comments. Educate us. So let's get straight to it. Let's get right to it, y'all. Let's put that on the screen. What we got?
Well, I hope you guys are having a great day. And if I'm
Lovely.
part of that, if I can give you a little smile, then my job is complete. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where the happy patriots are. We don't give up. That's part of being a happy patriot. We never give in. We never say quit because America is relying on her happy patriots. Now, let's get to the news. This is about Nathan Wade's texts that have been turned over to the judge, and it could overturn everything. Here's the article. This is from Newsweek. Fani Willis hearing could be upended by Nathan Wade texts. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the stuff that I say on a text with my guy friends is often not the kind of things I would share here on a show. Text messages between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade could be key in determining whether she is disqualified from Donald Trump's election interference case, an attorney has said. Writing on X, former Twitter Andrew Weissman, the former general counsel for the FBI, said text messages between the pair are something that those following the case should keep an eye out for. So we're following the case. So we're doing what this FBI guy says. Who would know? And we're going to follow these texts. Any of you who have texted, I know my audience is my age and up. Are you guys still texting out there? How would you feel about having your text exposed to public, or do you behave on text? Write in the comments below. If you only text,
I feel like they shouldn't have been digging.
How do them texts?
You got talking to the mic.
How do them texts get exposed?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they shouldn't have been digging. I feel like somebody said something.
I don't be on. I don't be y'all don't be understanding that stuff, bro.
Me neither. But at the same time, I feel like if you was my coworker and you saw me talking to her a little bit, then you would like throw in an anonymous tip. I feel like that's how it happened. That's the only way it could happen. But I guess let's keep going, y'all.
things to your friends that you would expose to the public. Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney, gave evidence in a 2-day hearing, followed accusations by former Trump staffer and co-defendant Michael Roman that she was having an affair. Willis is running the case against Trump and 18 others. They're still catching us up. The former president pleaded not guilty to all 13 charges against him and has said the case is potentially motivated because he is the frontrunner for the GOP presidential nomination. Now,
Exactly what it is.
these are the kinds of things that they want to shake out in texts that they still need to prove because it goes to motive. And that's the backstory in this thing. Now, Roman said Willis and Wade had benefited financially from taxpayer money. The pair later admitted they had a romantic relationship, but denied a conflict of interest. My question to all of you is not going on a trip a benefit from taxpayers' money? That's why Fani Willis was hiding behind the I keep cash in my mattress to pay this guy back because it wasn't part of the money I'm getting paid to prosecute Trump. That's where I think she's going with the cash story. In response, Roman said that the pair's relationship started earlier than they had disclosed, which is going to make them out to be liars so that they're not credible. Even when they talk about their relationship, it also says they're not credible about where they spend their cash. After the hearing, Judge Scott McAfee said he would review text messages sent between Wade and his former law partner, Terrence Bradley. So Terrence Bradley is the guy who is under attorney-client privilege. We went over a lot of that on that last video. Trump's team said that the messages show Wade committed perjury over his disclosures about when his relationship with Willis started. There it is. So they can't put these.
Doesn't that benefit Trump if they commit perjury way before the case? Because you're married legally, right?
How does it? No.
Because I think that makes what they're saying lies. In some way, I feel like, let's say you're married to somebody and then you go and have an affair, but you're also a prosecutor. That's against the law. I think
No, it's not.
to have an affair is against the law. That's why you get married. Legally, that's why you get married.
No, it's not against the. What do you mean? It's against
It's
the
against the law if you have an affair and then the other person's married too.
where?
I don't know. I guess
It's
we
against
gotta
the
wait
law.
and see. It has to be against the law.
Texts out to the public, but they
What
can
do you
show
think
it
the
to the
law is?
judge, and then the judge.
What do you think the charge is?
Perjury.
That's not what perjury is.
What is perjury?
That is not what perjury
Hey,
is.
look, we new to this. I believe that's perjury.
Can just make a calling and say, yeah, this is perjury. Fani Willis must be removed. The judge could do that right now by himself, just based on these texts. And that's why they could turn this whole thing around with just one word. I don't believe the Trump team would have turned these texts over or pushed on them unless they knew what they said. So I believe they had access to them probably by Terrence Bradley, probably showed them to them. And so they sent these to the judge. And now we'll find out if the judge is honest, which there's question. I don't know. There's this judge. He seems like a good guy, seems like a straight shooter.
I don't think the judge seems like a good guy at all. I think he should be investigated also. He allowed all this to go down.
But you never know until you see which side they lean on. Weissman wrote, what to keep an eye out for in Georgia hearing. There's uncontradicted evidence of Willis Wade going Dutch, the issue the judge said he cared about. Will that change? New evidence Wade did use Cash App, which Wade says she believed he didn't use. So she paid in cash. See, that's why she paid him in cash, is because she claimed he didn't use the Cash App. What if in text or on his phone we have evidence that he did use the Cash App? Weissman said, will the judge admit Wade's attorney's texts? And if so, do they contradict the Wade Willis testimony regarding the personal relationship when it started, which is not really at all relevant to the money issue, which the court said is the main focus. Following the hearing, a series of legal analysts said they did not think Willis should be disqualified from the case. But again, those are mostly Democrats. Barbara McQuaid is a former U.S. attorney under the Barack Obama administration, guilty. And MSNBC legal analyst, she wrote on X, former Twitter, on Sunday, Fani Willis made a terrible decision to date Nathan Wade, and that may bring ethics issues for her, but her testimony dispelled any kickback scheme that would disqualify her. That's not true. Nothing about this affects the fair trial rights of Trump and co-defendants. No, her testimony said that she washed money in cash. It does not mean that she's exonerated, because for all we know, the whole thing could have been conducted with cash with no receipts, and we would never know. However, Georgia lawyer Doug Weinstein.
Who is Nathan Wade?
Nathan Wade that's a good question. I don't know who Nathan Wade is. I just know Fani Williams is the person trying to make sure Trump goes to jail or pays that fine. That's what I know. That's why Nathan Wade's kind of involved, because their text got leaked. And then they were having an affair.
Wrote that he was disappointed in Willis on an X post on Sunday. I respect her and her office, but putting the Trump trial at risk in this fashion, even if she did nothing wrong, demonstrates poor judgment, regardless of how the judge rules. It is difficult to deny the appearance of impropriety. That's right. That's my beef on it, is you have to live your life beyond reproach. That's what Weinstein wrote. And Fani Willis has conducted herself as an utter amateur unprofessional. Her belligerence against the judge, a professional doesn't do that. Don't act that way. So I think she's already shown that this is the one person they got to take out President Trump, a woman who keeps $15,000 cash in her mattress as a defense for how she spends her personal money. If Willis is removed from the case, another district attorney, a state attorney general, Christopher Carr, a Republican, could take over the prosecution. And if that's true, that case is done, because none of them would be as political or as Trump hunty as Fani Willis. Her removal could also lead to the case being delayed, and the delay means Trump will be able to dismiss him by the time he gets elected. It won't go through. So that's the good news on the text. I'll keep you guys posted if there's anything on this. Of course, I want to hear from you. Do we ever get these texts exposed in public and get a good read? I'm Doug in exile.
Good outro.
Spill that tea.
But I don't know. I feel like it's looking good for Trump if it goes how he just said it goes. Like it's looking good for Trump.
Trump 2024.
Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Let us know what to react to, y'all. We out.